It's Najee week this week.
Okay, let me find out. Najee had his old cradle
Huggy juice.
huggies under the bed. Trying to tell you
I need
now.
some Huggy juice.
Twan.
Huh? I'm sorry. I was more on Najee was saying. What is it again? Can you please do it again, please?
So when do we
No,
rewrite?
hold on, hold on. Twan,
Hmm?
it's on the screen.
Oh shit. My bad.
Why eat that pizza?
Let me see if I can read this little shit.
Yeah, see what the hell I gotta do? God damn you.
Time to get you guys to think yet again.
So we have a question here, and I want to know you. I want to hear everybody's perspective, and the question asks: So when do we rewrite the story? How do we change this? Because it's way past time to change these old patriarchal values and outdated structures.
So when do we? I would say right now. I think the key is understanding that structure only represented where they were at back then. I think trying to go back and try to redo it, I think that's the biggest issue when people are like, I want traditional women, and just like, nah, being able to understand who you are now and being able to accept yourself to where you're just being you versus trying to play a role. I think that's really the key. So it's self-acceptance, and that's how you rewrite the story, by learning to appreciate and accept all aspects of you instead of just trying to be a certain way. Just be you. And once you allow yourself to really be you, you'll thrive and you'll flourish because you're not trying to be something outside of you. Most people are trying to be something outside of themselves because the society says you need to do this. A man is supposed to be this. A woman is supposed to be. It's like, nah, if your relationship and the person you are in and are connected to, if y'all want to have it this way, have it that way. Do what works for you, not try to be like everybody else. And that's where I think the issue is because we're trying to be like other people, not just being ourselves. And that program don't resonate with us. That's why the depression and the suicide and the domestic violence and all this, because we're trying to force people to be a certain way instead of just accepting people for who they are because we haven't accepted ourselves. So I think the outdated structure is there because they couldn't question things back in the day. Now we have the autonomy to question, and now more people, the internet's there, so now you can learn and really dive deeper into figuring yourself out. And I think the key is doing that.
I like that. Well said, Najee.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You
Thank you.
go, boy. God damn you. The shit's not little. Your screen is little.
'Cause you
Buy a
got-
bigger phone, baby. All right? Stop trying to, you know what I'm saying, go after StreamYard.
Yeah, whatever.
It's the free version, damn you. Okay?
Yeah, you good. This version is fire, and I like it.
I like
the
it too. But you know how haters be, right?
Screw. Oh, how did we change it?
Mm-hmm. Do I gotta calm down?
No.
Yes, I do, because you're rubbing your hands. He said, no.
This is Twan. He back. He back. Twan, like, yeah. How do we change it? Women don't ask for money because you ain't getting. Stop asking.
How do we change it? That you know what? That's a good question. How do we change it? That's a good fucking question.
He don't know.
No, I mean I know it, but I'm just
There's
trying
so many
to
different directions you can go with it. That's what it
That's
is.
why
Right.
he don't
He's just trying to
know.
figure out, like,
Because
how do
there's
we?
so
We
many.
can,
Yeah.
It's so it's you're right. It's so many directions you can go with it, and I'm just trying to make sure I use the right one.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no wrong one.
Because
You
be
can
honest
adjust.
with you, there ain't no right one. Be honest with you, but
Options, boy.
we
They're
have
a mother sucker.
we
Yeah.
have it's a lot of options out there, and I believe the way we could change it, that people that's in power, that has the ability to put it, that people that would listen to them, put it like that. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of people that listen to a lot of celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of people that listen to a lot of rappers, female rappers, men rappers. So I believe it starts with them. If you really wanted to change, because people listens to them. So if you really wanted to change, I really believe it would start with them. The people that, not saying that we don't have a voice, you know what I'm saying, but I believe the people that have a stronger voice than what we have, that have a stronger platform than what we have, I believe it starts with them. You know what I'm
Yeah, that
saying?
makes.
Because
Oh, you go.
no, no, go ahead, Nadi.
I was just gonna say, yeah, that makes sense. The thing is, what Kiana said, we are the people with the power. We all have the power within us because we are the leaders. I think a lot of times those rappers and influencers and whatnot, bro, they don't have no. They're choked. Like, you think Sexy Red really decided to blow up? Like, somebody push sexy. There, like, there's an agenda behind it. It's like understanding that a lot of times us looking to somebody else to help us is the reason why we're almost like stuck, because it's keeping us looking to them, not realizing, like, bro, they ain't gonna have your best interest. The people in power, they don't have your best interest in mind. That's why they're staying in power. So it's like, I'm going to put people underneath me who can influence people to stay. That's what, like you were saying with twerking and stuff. Those people in power are pushing that agenda to get more people to twerk because it's keeping people ignorant, because you're standing your root chakra, because you're fantasizing about having sex and whatnot. So it's understanding that is really just one of those things where once you get it, like, most of these people really is, we've been, as a society, we think people who have money means they know what they're talking about. Just because a person has money or status, that means they know what they're talking. When most people with money, they don't know what they're talking about. And just because you have money, that don't mean you're knowledgeable in the areas just because you have money. And most of the time, like even with basketballs and sports, a lot of the GMs and a lot of these coaches never actually played the sport, but they know Jeanette. Heck yeah, they just know, they know how to finances, and they know how to, the algorithm is what they call it nowadays. So now they're doing stuff based on the algorithm, and that's how the sports world is. It's one of those things where if you don't really understand yourself, you will be easily influenced by any and everybody.
Yeah,
you muted. I don't know if you unplugged your thing.
No, I was muted.
Oh, you good?
When I'm supposed to mute, I don't mute. When I'm not supposed to be muted, I mute. You know, I'll get it right one day this year. Look, I still got time. It's only June.
Oh yeah, we good.
So I can actually see where both of you fellas are coming from. You know, in the sense of in terms of like understanding yourself, accepting yourself, and knowing yourself and other people and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, I began when I became a part of history, because now I have my own story to tell. So instead of me trying to rewrite someone else's experiences, why not become the better part of that experience? And then become impactful, become a part of history where other people will share my methods, my techniques, and my skills. You know what I mean? So instead of rewriting history, I really think that it would just be so much better if we just
create
our own story.
Yep.
So it could be my story, your story, his story, her story. That's simply what it is. It's just stories of other people's accomplishments. So why not accomplish something big on your own and become a part of history, thereby impacting history and being a part of the change instead of being the one to change it.
Hey, y'all said it was me. Listen to that trend. Okay. Absolutely, 100%. It's really just rewriting your own, like, man, when you
write your story.
Write your story.